What's up, family? Man, I want to have a heart-to-heart. Change ain't easy. Change ain't easy. And it's true because everybody want to change, but everybody don't want to change. You know what I mean? Stay with me. We're going somewhere. People talk about how frustrated their life is. People talk about how they want their life to be different. But the reality is they don't want to put in the work to make their life different. They want some crystal ball effect. They want God to sprinkle gold dust on them. They want to win the lottery or something to that effect. Anything so that they don't have to change. They want their life to be different, drastically different. But the truth is they don't want to put in the work to receive that change. I talk to so many people about, man, you know, because they're complaining about, man, they're on a low frequency. They're always, you know, seeing the worst in life. And man, how can they become more passionate about life? How can they become so optimistic? How can they have that joy? How can they have that peace, you know, that I have, you know? And what is it about me that, man, I'm just nonchalant about life because I know that everything's always working out for me. And they don't have that understanding. They don't have that joy. They don't have that peace of mind that everything is always going to work out for them. And so what did you do? What do you do to get there, Elijah? And so when I tell people what I've done, as far as a gratitude journal, as far as whatever, meditating, it's all stuff that I've done, they're like, no, I don't take all that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do. It's like, no, you don't have to do that. You can stay right there in that toxic mentality that you have. You can stay right there in all that negativity and that drama and that bullshit you're dealing with if you want to. You don't have to do what I do. You don't have to do what I've done. You asked me, how could I go through all the hell that I did from my childhood? How could I go through all that I did, losing a brother one year, losing a wife the next year to cancer? How could I handle all of that stuff on top of all the stuff that I went through as a child? How could I go through all of that and still be positive, still be loving, still be compassionate, still be a beacon of hope and blah, 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 and still have all this joy and peace? And I've told you what I've done. And you tell me that it don't take all of that. And you tell me I don't have to do it that way. And you tell me I don't have to do that. Oh, you don't have to do that. But stay right where you're at. Because that's what you're going to do. Because the truth is most people are fucking lazy as hell when it comes to emotional work. They'll get up and they'll go put in work on a job. They'll go work for another company. But they won't put in the work to make their emotional being any better. They'll go work a job they don't like. They'll go work a job that they can't stand. But they won't put any work in to balance out their emotional being. They won't put any work in to change their life. The only change they'll do in their life, and it's not really change, they'll get up every Monday morning and go to this toxic ass job. They'll get up every morning, get on a train, get on a car, drive through traffic, and deal with all that bullshit to get to work. And then spend all that time at work. But they won't invest 1/10 of that time in their growth and development. They'll spend 8-10 hours on a job. They'll spend an hour, 2 hours getting to work and then having to get back home from work, and all that traffic, all those people, all that toxic energy all around them. They won't invest 30 minutes of their time, of their day, in enhancing their growth and development. They won't spend 30 minutes a day writing in a journal, in a gratitude journal, meditating, doing the things that they need to do to change their negative perspective. Because the truth is they're fucking lazy. They are lazy emotionally. They have time to sit there, drink coffee, hang out with friends, talk on the phone, you know, be on social media, look at all this other stupid, superficial crap that's not helping them in any way, shape, or form. They have time to watch soap operas and drama on TV, but they don't have time to invest in their own growth and development. They have time to see what people are posting on social media. They have time to read comments on YouTube, comments on TikTok, and all this other stuff. But they don't have time to work on their growth and development. But then they say, man, I want peace, and I want joy, and I want that happiness, and I want to be like you, and I want da-da-da-da. No, the fuck you don't. No, you don't. That sounds good, but the reality is you don't. The reality is you're fucking emotionally lazy. You're a bum emotionally. It is what it is. I'm not the type of person to sugarcoat shit. I'm going to call a spade a spade. If you spend way more time doing all this other stuff than you do, and that's just part of life. I understand that people have to work. I understand that people have to take care of family members. I understand people have to commute. I get that. I get that. But if you can't spend 30 minutes writing in a journal about what you're grateful for, you can't spend time, and you don't have to write in a journal for 30 minutes, but you spend some time doing it. Spend some time throughout your day writing down what you're grateful for. That's not that fucking hard. It's not important to you. That's why you don't do it. It's not important to you. Because your emotional growth and development ain't important to you. You talk like it is. You talk spiritual. You talk like you woke. You talk I'm grateful and I'm humble. No, the fuck you ain't. You ain't. And it is what it is. If you like your life the way it is, then just say that. If you like being dramatic, if you like being negative and toxic, if you like being pessimistic and suicidal and depressed and full of anxiety and fear and all that other toxic bullshit, if you like that, man, cool. So be it. Do you. I'm not here to make anybody do anything they don't want to do. At all. That's not why I'm here. But don't come to me wasting my fucking time asking me, hey, how can I get better? I want to do this, and I don't like thinking like this no more, and I don't like feeling like this no more. And I give you stuff to help you change your fucking life. And then you sit there and just, I don't have to do that. That's bullshit. And that's not important. And that don't work for me. You've never fucking tried it. You've never tried it consistently. There are so many people that tell you the importance of a gratitude journal. There are so many people that tell you, oh, man, this changed my life. This changed everything about my life. But we don't want to hear that. We don't want to put in that type of work. Saying, so you got some people, man, they're overweight. They're out of shape. And they have all the fucking excuses of, oh, why I can't go to the gym. You don't have to go to the gym to get in shape. You can sit at your fucking house in your apartment and do some fucking squats. You could sit in your fucking house or be in your house, your apartment, wherever you at, and do some push-ups. Do some planking. Do some jumping jacks. Change your diet. You don't have to be in a gym. You don't have to spend money going to a gym. But you have to stop making fucking excuses. We have to grow the fuck up. You could do lunges. There's so many things you could do that'll get your body right and tight. There's so many things you can do that'll help you get in shape physically by just being in the house without any weights at all. just using your natural body weight. And the trick is, you can get on YouTube and find all kinds of exercises. Find out how to get in shape at home. How to get in shape without using weights. It's not that the information is not there. It's just that you don't want to find the information. Because you're fucking lazy. And the truth is, you really don't want to do it. You say you want to do it. You don't want to do it. If you wanted to do it, you'd be doing it. If you want to change your emotional state, you would have changed it. You would be doing the work to change it. You don't want to get in shape physically. You don't want to get your emotions in balanced. You know what I mean? And so you're not. Change is hard. Change is hard. And most people don't have the character, the discipline to make the proper changes. Most people are emotionally feeble. They're weak. They're weak. They don't have the fortitude. They don't have the stick-to-itiveness. You know what I mean? They don't have the discipline to be able to make the right changes in their life. Oh, I'm going to save $50 every paycheck, and that lasts for a month, if that. Every year, we're coming up on January 1st. Every year, everybody has all their New Year's resolutions of what they're going to do different in their life. How this year is going to be so much better than last year. And this is going to be my best life ever, my best year ever. We'll do it. And that lasts for 3 days. Maybe a week. Then we go right back to those same toxic, fucked up patterns that we were always on. We go back to that same bullshit that we've been doing for the longest. And then we get mad, man, how come my life ain't changing? I must be cursed and God don't like me and woo-doo-doo and life's not fair and look all these rich people just getting richer and I'm getting poor and all these hoes out there getting a man and I ain't got a man and woo-doo. We got all this stupid shit to spew. We have all this shit. Man, so-and-so's getting promoted and so-and-so's, look at their body. She's just trying to get in shape so she could be a hoe and da-da-da-da-da and all this stupid shit. Because you're low-key hater. And many of you ain't even low-key about it. You just straight up fucking haters. Straight up fucking haters. And you're lazy as fuck. It is what it is. It is what it is. Anybody could change when they want to. When they want to. The reality is, we don't really want to change that bad. We want life to change, but we don't want to change. We want our circumstances to change, but we don't want to change. We want our finances. We want our relationships. We want everything to get better, but we don't want to change. We want to stop being depressed and full of anger and anxiety and fear. Stop being so. We want all that shit to stop. We want all that shit to change. But we don't want to change. We want to be able to go to sleep at night. We want to be able to have peace. We want to be able to have joy. We want to just be able to walk around just happy and just carefree, just knowing that everything is always working out for me. And we want all this shit, but we don't want to change. We don't want to change because we're lazy as fuck. We don't give a fuck about ourselves. This is grown folk challenge. This is real talk. We care more about making money. We care more about getting on this job and clocking in and being there than we care about ourselves. We care more about all this other bullshit than we care about our emotional states. We care more about chasing the bag than we do about joy, than we do about having peace. We want peace, but we don't want to do the work to have peace. We want joy, but we don't want to do the work to get joy. And you'll never get joy. You'll never have peace. Because you're lazy. And because you don't value it. It's really not important to you. It's not. What's important to you is paying the bills. What's important to you is paying your rent, paying your mortgage, paying for your car payment, having food to eat. That's why you go get on a dead-end fucking job that you can't fucking stand. And spend all fucking day there. You'll travel to the job. You'll be there in the job, miserable as fuck. And then you travel from the job. But you can't spend 15, 30 minutes a day working on your emotional issues. That shows you how much you really don't like you. That shows you how much you really despise and hate your fucking life. I know that's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to hear. I care so much more about all this stupid shit than I do my own emotional well-being. I value the stupid shit more than I value my peace of mind, more than I value my own joy and happiness. I do all this shit that make me frustrated. I do all this shit that I can't fucking stand. I do all this shit that get me anxious and get me full of anxiety and fear and all this other stupid shit. But I can't learn to sit the fuck down and do some shit that's going to help me learn how to have peace of mind. That's going to help bring me joy. Because you don't like you. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I love me and I always take care of me. And no, the fuck you don't. Because if you took care of you, you would have fucking peace of mind. If you took care of you, you would have joy. If you took care of you, you wouldn't be on that low frequency bullshit. You wouldn't be full of fear, full of anxiety. Because that's not taking care of you. That's killing you. But you've learned to survive in that fucking frequency. You've learned to live in, you're not even living, you're just surviving. You've learned to survive in that toxic field. And that's all you fucking know. And you think you're living your best life. And you trying to figure out, how come I can't have joy? How come I can't have peace? I got a man. I got a job. I got a place to stay. And and I got da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But you're on some bullshit. It's not important to you. It's really not important to you. You see people going to the gym, and people sitting at home, and they're doing all the exercises. They're changing their diet. They're losing the excess weight. They're getting in shape. Why? Because that's important to them. There's times they don't feel like getting up and going. There's times they don't feel like getting up and doing their squats and doing their lunges and doing their push-ups and all. They don't feel like doing that all the time, but they get up and they do it. Why? Because it's important to them. It's important. It ain't important to you. That's why you don't do it. Just like working on your issues ain't important to you. That's why you don't do it. Writing in the gratitude journal, it ain't important to you. That's why you don't do it. And that's why you're emotionally fucked up. That's why you're emotionally toxic as hell. And then you get mad at other people that's not toxic for calling you fucking toxic. You get mad at other people for calling you fucking negative. It is what it is. You choose that fucking lifestyle. You choose that fucking frequency. Don't get mad at me for calling a spade a fucking spade. You're not making the changes. You're not putting in the work to change your fucking frequency. Now you want to get mad at somebody for saying, man, you ain't putting no fucking work in. You're fucking lazy. You're lazy because you have the tools available to you. You're lazy because you know what to do. You just refuse to do it. You refuse to do it. But then you get mad at other people. Man, I can't fuck with you no more. You get mad at other people. It's like, man, I ain't got time for your bullshit. You get mad at other people because they're not trying to deal with your fucking toxic ways. And because you're an emotional manipulator, you try to flip the script and say, it's them that's toxic. It's them that's so overbearing. It's them that's da-da-da-da. No, you're fucking toxic. And you've been toxic. And you won't do the fucking work to become untoxic. You're fucking emotionally lazy. And you won't do the work to get unlazy. Change is hard. It is. That's why most people don't change. They don't. They'll stay in that situation for decades. They'll carry that baggage and that trauma with them for decades. They don't like it. They don't like that frequency. They don't like that vibe. They don't like carrying or dealing with all of that bullshit that they've been carrying. They can't stand it, but they won't put in the fucking work to change it. How crazy is that? How delusional is that? They want fucking change. They're tired of carrying all this bullshit. They're tired of feeling this way. But they won't do the work to make the appropriate changes. They get help. People tell them what they need to do. People show them how to make the changes, how to improve their life, how to enhance their mind. And then they become so fucking arrogant and narcissistic. It don't take all that, and I don't have to do that, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. You stay over there. But what I'm not going to let you do is waste my time anymore. What I'm not going to allow you to do is just keep coming to me with this bullshit. You like these toxic ways. You like this fucking low vibrating frequency. And to each their own. I'm not mad at you. You're addicted to the fucking drama. As are so many other people. We're addicted to the fucking drama. We're addicted to the fucking trauma. That becomes our identity. And anytime people tell us you could change, you can have happiness, you can have peace, you can have joy, man, we flare up. We get hostile. We get angry. We get pissed. Like we have a monopoly on being angry. We have a monopoly on being depressed. We have a monopoly on having suicidal thoughts, of being full of anger and fear. And how dare you tell me I don't have to be like this? Who the fuck do you think you are to tell me I can have peace and I can have happiness? I can have some joy. I can be able to go to sleep at night and get some rest. We have to grow up. Man, I hope and pray that I've said something that's helped you, that's inspired you, that's made you look at yourself a little different, that's going to help you look at yourself a little different. I hope and pray that I've put up a mirror for you to look at so that you can really see who you are, so you can really see where you're at. We came here to change our lives, change our thought processes, and to help others change. Life is ever changing. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. It is what it is. Like me, love me, hate me. It is what it is. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.